Hello and welcome to the Nintendo Network. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate wears the badge Ultimate proudly, and it is just. The insane amount of work involved, every character returning, and then there are the spirit battles. With over 1,300 current spirits and 1,000 of them being in the form of a battle, there are so many nods to the many franchises that my neck starts to hurt. But it's nearly impossible to understand every spirit battle reference and why they are well thought out and fit that character. Some can be obvious, some are far more obscure. So I'm starting a new series, explaining every spirit battle. Each video will be a different franchise because doing one video for every spirit battle would be insane. There'll be no particular order in what franchises I do one after the other. Just depends on when I get all the footage, as many battles will be random on the spirit board. And I will only be covering the battles themselves, not spirits obtained through summoning and whatnot. Another thing to note, just assume, because it does apply 99% of the time, the costume the fighter is wearing is a nod to the spirit character in one form or another. Mentioning the costume looks like a Spiny over and over again will just get annoying. Oh, and I apologize, as I will try my hardest to pronounce these names properly. I can almost guarantee you I won't get quite a few, and I apologize for advance, but I will try my best, I swear. Let's unsheath our blades, prepare for battle, and fight for our friends. This is every spirit battle explained for Fire Emblem. The Cadia spirit is represented by Lucina, and Marth, as she was an ally for Marth in the games. Heavy winds plague the temple stage, a nod to Cadia being a Pegasus Knight in Fire Emblem, and her speed is upped and weight lowered. The music from Story 5 meeting plays. The Jagan spirit is represented by fellow armor-clad fighter Ganondorf. You fight it out on Castle Siege in the throne room area, a nod to him being a close advisor to Marth. He starts with damage, but his attack power and defense are increased, perhaps a nod to his class Paladin and the resistance to take damage and dish it out. He does not like to jump, a nod to how Jagan is mounted on a horse for the game. Advance plays. The Dreyug spirit is represented by King K. Rool. K. Rool has super armor and increased defense, a nod to Dreyug's knight class in Fire Emblem. You battle it out on Castle Siege while Under the Banner plays. The Rice spirit has you battling Kirby, as they both have bald heads, maybe. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why, as Rice gives a character the option to shave his head bald in the Japanese-only game Fire Emblem: A New Mystery of the Emblem, which is a remake of the Japanese-only game Mystery of the Emblem. You battle it out on Temple as Kirby avoids conflict and will heal, a nod to Rice's priest class, which is a healer. The Shadow Dragon melody plays. The Board, Cord, and Bar spirit is represented by 3 Simons on Woohoo Island, notably the bridge portion. The Simons will favor their neutral special axe, as the 3 are axe users. The Colosseum series medley plays. The Navari spirit is represented by Marth on Castle Siege's throne room. Marth can hit you with a random critical hit, a nod to the RPG elements of the Fire Emblem series, along with another element of it being a stamina battle. Battering items' power are also increased for Marth. Story 5 meeting plays. The Merrick spirit wrong Merrick, is represented by fellow mage Robin. Robin's magic attacks are buffed up and he will favor them. You fight it out on Castle Siege stage while the Shadow Dragon melody plays. The Minerva spirit is represented by Lucina and a Charizard, a nod to her class being a Wyvern Rider, and Charizard being her mount. You battle it out on Skyworld while Lucina's jumping is increased, a nod to Minerva flying around all the time, and her speed is also buffed. Story 5 meeting plays. The Lind spirit is represented by fellow mage Robin. The Zap floor is active while fighting on the temple stage, and Robin's magic attacks are buffed as Lind is a very talented mage. The Shadow Dragon melody plays. The Pegasus sister spirit has you battling a trio of Lucinas on Skyworld, a nod to them loving flying in the skies. They get an extra mid-air jump, and a nod to the Fire Emblem series that will hit you with random critical hits as well. Fire Emblem: Mystery of the Emblem medley plays. The Tiki spirit has you fighting Marth on Spear Pillar. The Tiki Assist trophy will be summoned as well, and you have to battle her dragon version. Fire Emblem themes Heroic Origins plays. The Nina spirit is represented by Palutena and Ganondorf, which is meant to represent how, in her game, Nina had to escape, and Camus, who Ganondorf is meant to represent, helps her escape. To add more to that, Palutena will avoid conflict and heal over time. To win, you must defeat Palutena on Temple. The Shadow Dragon melody plays. The Kama spirit is represented by Marth on Arena Ferox. Like others, Marth can hit you with a random critical hit a la the Fire Emblem series. His melee weapons will do more damage, and he is at a high damage, he will heal and recover. Perhaps a nod to how he seemingly died in the game but was washed ashore in Regal with amnesia and went through most of the game as Zeke in Shadows of Valentia. The meeting theme from series medley plays. The Medius spirit is represented by Ridley, as Medius is the prince of the Earth Dragons. You battle it out on Castle Siege and the underground area notably, which is also a nod to how he was assigned to watch over the seal of the other Earth Dragons by the Divine Dragon tribes Naga. After time, Ridley will grow in size, a nod to how Medius is in his human form in the picture, but like Tiki becomes a large dragon to oppose Marth in his game, as Medius is the Shadow Dragon. This stamina battle has Lord Showdown play. And yes, I know the human forms have a name. I think it's Mankite or Mankite. I can't pronounce it, and I'm gonna mispronounce so many other things in this, so I thought I might try to save face. But I didn't, and I said this, which I didn't edit out, for some reason. Anyways, the Garnef spirit has you battling fellow mage Robin on Unova Pokemon League. There's a slumber floor activated because I couldn't tell you, honestly. I looked and couldn't find why. It was a bit meddling. He doesn't have a sleeping spell that I can find. He doesn't go into a dream as far as I could tell, so let me know in the comments below. This time battle will have Robin focus on using his down special, Nosferatu. A dark magic spell as Garnef is a dark mage. Lords, a chance encounter plays. The Almond Cecilia young spirit is represented by a male and female villager on Skyloft, which is meant to represent Ram Village where they grew up together. The time battle has the younglings avoiding conflict. Those who challenge gods play. The Sigard spirit is represented by Ike while battling it out on Arena Ferox. Ike's defense will go up at high damage, which might be a nod to how Sigard's game, the Japan exclusive Genealogy of the Holy War, Sigard was planning on confronting the Verdanian army himself until his friends and others step in to help him with his cause. Edge of Adversity plays. The Dietrich spirit is represented by Palutena on Temple. You will have reduced attack power, perhaps a nod to her class, Light Priestess, who is more about manipulating stats than attacking. Edge of Adversity plays. The Self spirit is represented by Marth and an Ike who represents his father Sigard. You battle it out on Castle Siege as Marth and Ike's defense will increase over time. Edge of Adversity plays. The Leaf Spirit is represented by Roy on Castle Siege. Per the Fire Emblem RPG tradition, Roy will randomly get critical hits during battle, and also heal over time. The Fire Emblem theme plays. A side note, Leaf was considered for melee as a clone for Marth instead of Roy, but Roy ended up getting chosen. A neat little piece of trivia, I think. The Julius spirit is represented by Robin while battling on Castle Siege. Julius is the half-brother of Seliph, long messed up story, trust me, but was corrupted by the Tome of Lopetus, which corrupted him into a Dark Prince class that uses magic, hence Robin. The floor is lava and fire and explosion attacks are buffed up, a nod to the final battle with him as he has a meteor tome and launches them at you. This stamina battle has power-hungry full playing. The Lilina spirit is represented by Palutena and a Roy who is, well, Roy, as they both come from the Binding Blade. You battle it out on Gara Plains as Roy and Palutena will favor their side specials, Double-Edged Dance and Explosive Flame respectively. All fire and explosion attacks are buffed. Beyond Distant Skies, Roy's Departure plays. The Lyn Spirit is represented by Zero Suit Samus on Gara Plains, as at the start of her story she lives in the plains. Zero Suit Samus will start the battle with a killing edge, a nod to the legendary sword she wields, the Mani Caddy. The Lyn Assist Trophy will spawn early in the battle as well. Attack, Fire Emblem plays. The Eliwood Spirit is represented by his son, Roy. The floor is lava and all fire and explosion attacks are buffed, a nod to Eliwood's sword, the Durandal. You fight it out on Castle Siege as fighters are easier to launch, and Winning Road, Roy's Hope plays. The Hector Spirit is represented by Simon, a nod to Hector's legendary axe he wields at Aramids. He has super armor, a nod to how he has the highest physical durability of the three lords Hector, Lyn, and Eliwood from the Blazing Blade. He also has increased attack power in this stamina battle. Attack, Fire Emblem plays. The Raven Spirit, nope, not her. Better, but no. There we are. Is represented by Roy, as Raven joins Eliwood in Blazing Blade. All fighters have lower defense but higher attacks, a nod to his mercenary class, which has great attack and decent defense but less than attack. Attack, Fire Emblem plays. I said attack a lot. The Ninian Spirit is represented by Palutena and Roy as Eliwood. As they have a high support level in the Blazing Blades, they will get married. You must defeat Palutena to win the battle. She can use 2 final smashes in a row, perhaps a nod to how towards the end of the game she can take out 2 dragons and injure another, and her final smash meter will quickly fill up. Winning Road, Roy's Hope plays. The Carol spirit is represented by Crom in Colosseum. Carol hails from a family where you must kill or be killed and only one may use the blade. So they play by Highlander rules. Before joining Eliwood, he is known to take out opponents with great power, so his attack power and melee attacks are buffed. The Colosseum series medley plays. The Nino spirit is represented by fellow Emblem mage Robin. You battle it out on Arena Ferox as Robin's magic attacks are up, and he will favor his down special, Elwyn, while in the air. Attack, Fire Emblem plays. The Erica spirit is represented by Lucina, and an Ike as Seth, a knight who helped her escape an invading force. You fight it out on Colosseum while their attack, speed, and jumping has been buffed, a nod to Erica being a lord, and her stats increasing more and more over time. Preparing to advance plays. Oh, I'm gonna get this one wrong. The Larachal spirit is represented by a female Robin, along with Wario and Sheik, who represent her personal guards Dolza and Renek respectively. You battle it out on Castle Siege as when they are at high damage they will heal, a nod to her healing class Troubadour. Preparing to advance plays. The Lion spirit is represented by fellow mage Robin, and when you defeat him, a giant Ridley will appear, a nod to how in the Sacred Stones, when Lion is defeated, Famordius the demon, and the final boss of the game, gains his body back and you must defeat him. The battle takes place on the Unova Pokemon League as Preparing to Advance plays. The Titania spirit is represented by Lucina on Castle Siege. You start the battle with your attack power nerfed while her attack is buffed, a nod to her being a commander of the Grell mercenaries. The Devoted plays. The Soren spirit is represented by fellow mage Robin and Ike as they are close friends in Path of Radiance. You fight on Temple as magic and PSI attacks are buffed, and the enemies will favor their special moves. Victory is near plays. The Mist spirit is represented by Zelda and an Ike as Mist is Ike's younger sister. You battle it out on Reset Bomb Forest as Zelda will gain defense and heal at high damage, a nod to her class as Cleric. Victory is near plays. The Soth spirit is represented by Sheik. Sheik has improved speed and favors dash attack, a nod to Soth's class in game, Thief, which is to have a strike and run mentality. Well, not always strike, but steal and run, but you get it. Time for action plays while battling out on Mushroomy Kingdom. The Elencia spirit is represented by Palutena in Skyworld as she is a flying unit. She heals herself as a nod to her versatility in games and able to use rods, and has increased attack power. Victory is near plays. The Astronaut spirit is represented by Ganondorf and a Charizard, which is Rageon his mount. The stamina battle is fought on Reset Bomb Forest as Ganondorf and Charizard's defense is buffed up. Against the Dark Knight plays. The Zelgia spirit is a Mii fighter in the Black Knight costume, as Zelgius is the Black Knight. Plot twists! Not really. This stamina battle is on Castle Siege as Zelgius has super armor, a nod to his armor that is said to be immune to most attacks. His smash attacks are also buffed. Against the Dark Knight plays. The Lisa spirit has you facing off against Isabelle, as well as Lisa's older brother Crom and friend Robin. This is a no-frills battle in Arena Ferox as Duty Ablaze plays. The Long Q spirit is represented by Crom in Arena Ferox, as his home is in Ferox. Sword items will commonly spawn and Crom's slashing and stabbing is buffed. He will also start with his signature weapon, the Killing Edge. Conquest Ablaze plays. The Tharqua spirit is represented by Lucina at the Kalos Pokemon League. A poison cloud covers the battlefield, a nod to her hexing abilities and awakening. Lucina's special attacks are also buffed. Conquest Ablaze plays. The Anna spirit is represented by Lucina on Castle Siege, notably the throne room area. Sword items commonly spawn, are buffed in power, and items will gravitate towards Lucina, a nod to Anna being a merchant. Codename FE plays. The Gangrel spirit is represented by Wolf and Bayonetta, who represents Aversa, Gangrel's subordinate. You battle it out on Find Me as you must defeat Wolf to win, and their attack power is buff. Id Purpose Remix plays. The Walhart spirit is represented by Ganondorf with super armor, a nod to Walhart's defense and, well, super looking armor. The stamina battle takes place on Colosseum as jumping power is nerfed to attempt to give the battle the feel of fighting an awakening, on ground level of course. Id Purpose Remix plays. The Oean spirit is represented by Crom on Colosseum. Crom will start the battle with Killing Edge, sword items spawn commonly, and melee attacks are buff. Chrom will also taunt a lot, a nod to Owen being very boastful in Awakening. Duty Ablaze plays. The Savara spirit is represented by Lucina on Colosseum. Lucina will hit you with random critical hits throughout the battle. Duty Ablaze plays. The Azura spirit is represented by Corinne on the Fountain of Dreams, a nod to Azura dancing with water a lot. Corinne's attack power is buffed and will get sudden final smashes, and will have 2 in a row. Corinne's Torrential Roar's final smash fits well within the water themium. Lost in Thoughts All Alone, the Japanese version, plays. The Jacob spirit is represented by Sheik. You fight it out on Spear Pillar as throwing items spawn more commonly, and they are buffed as well. This is a nod to Jacob's class Butler, which uses daggers as projectiles. Lost in Thought All Alone from 3DS Wii U plays. The Ryoma spirit is represented by Chrom on Colosseum. The floor is electrified, a nod to Ryoma's weapon Rajinto that will normally have lightning strands around it. Chrom's melee weapons are buffed and overall attack power is as well to showcase Ryoma's raw power. Lost in Thought All Alone remix plays. The Hanaka spirit is represented by Lucina on Suzaku Castle, a nod to Hanaka's homeland of Hoshido. Heavy winds plague the battlefield, a nod to her class of Sky Knight. Lucina also has an extra air jump. Lost in Thought All Alone remix plays. The Takumi spirit is represented by 2 pits that will favor their now buffed neutral special, Palatina's Bow, as Takumi is an archer. You fight it out on Mushroomy Kingdom as Lost in Thought All Alone remix plays. The Sakura spirit is represented by Isabelle with a Korin ally. Fight it out on Reset Bomb Forest as you must defeat Isabelle to win. Isabelle will also heal over time, a nod to Sakura's healing abilities and fates. Lost in Thought All Alone plays. The Camilla spirit is represented by Corinne and Charizard, which represents her mount. There is a cloud of poison as well in the battle, potentially a nod to her hair color and favorite color of purple. X-bombs are commonplace in this battle on Spear Pillar as Lost in Thought All Alone 3DS Wii U plays. The Leo spirit is represented by fellow mage Robin with high gravity, which nerfs jumps a bit, a nod to Leo being on his horse and not being mobile in the form of jumping. Robin starts with a black hole item and will heal when he hits an opponent, a nod to Leo's skill Life Taker, which heals him when he defeats an enemy. You fight it out on Reset Bomb Forest, which is meant to represent the Woods of Forlorn, where you battle in Fate's Birthright. Lost in Thoughts All Alone 3DS Wii U plays. The Elise spirit is represented by Isabelle on Colosseum. As a nod to her healing class Troubadour, she will heal over time, healing items will commonly spawn, and she will focus on grabbing them. Lost in Thought All Alone from 3DS Wii U plays. The Garin spirit is represented by Ganondorf as, yeah, they kind of look similar. You battle it out on Final Destination with a poison floor. Your jump is reduced, and it is a stamina battle to make you feel like it is the final battle in Fate's Birthright. Not sure about the poison floor unless it was a hazard I can't seem to recall or find info on though. Lost in Thought All Alone remix plays. The Tsubasa Oribi spirit is represented by Inkling on Boxing Ring. The Squid Sisters Assist Trophy will spawn, a nod to how in the game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions #FE, she wants to be a pop star once becoming a Mirage Master. The Style Savvy Trendsetter music plays. And as weird as that all sounds, is just a reminder that I need to play Tokyo Mirage Session. And there you go, every Fire Emblem Spirit Battle explained. Also, some of those older ones truly need the Shadows of Valentia treatment. There's a lot of fun games out there that the West has not played yet, and we deserve to. A lot of these battles were probably lost to many Smash players, as many were from Japanese-only games and the nods and references could be hard to get, but I hope this guide helped with appreciating not only Fire Emblem, but the love and effort put into the Spirit Battles that represent the franchise. Thank you for joining me here at the Nintendo Network. What Fire Emblem Spirit Battle did you enjoy the best? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider helping out on Patreon. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to continue my spirit journey and get the rest of the footage for these videos.